Once upon a time, in a village called Mahabaleshwar, there lived a rich man by name Balwinder Singh. He had the only son by name Yashwant, who was inactive and non-focused toward life. He had no interest in anything so much that he did not even focus on his studies. All he would do is roam with his friend all the day. Then one day,
Son, Yashwant, concentrate on your studies, beta. Now you are growing. Don't roam around with your friends all the time. You need to study.
Papa, why do I need to study all time? As we are rich, and should I do a clerical job by studying now? Why are you insisting me to study? Son Yashwant, knowledge is divine. One should study to become wise, but not to do a clerical job. One should know wise ways to live, and one can get it only through gurus. There is a lot to learn in this world, my boy, and you should start paying attention. Alright, Papa, I'm not interested in studying. And please don't force me to study. Please leave me alone. Balwinder ponders upon how to change his son as Yashwant is arrogant and not ready to study. Meanwhile, his wife Amarveer comes there. She sees him worried and tries to convince him.
Please, do not bother yourself. He is our only son and we have pampered him a lot. He is still too young. It will all be good with the passing time.
That's true. Pampered him as he was a small boy, but now he is not. If he continues to be a lazy-bone, I am afraid of his future, and he does not understand my intention. I am clueless about his future.
There is only one way out to get rid of this problem. He must be away from us and his friend. That is the only solution I see for now for him to realize the importance of life.
Oh God, you sent away your only child. Can you stay without him?
We should take this tough decision for his future. Till now, we were pampering him, but now when we ask him to change, he sees us as his enemy. So sending him away is the only solution. Our love should help him to grow, and that happens only when he studies well and away from us. This is what I think. Do you agree with this?
I like the idea. But where can we get a teacher? Who can be patient with him to teach him properly?
Of course. We have Acharya Vishnu Sharma, the most efficient teacher in a nearby village. Even my brother's son, Satbir, was mischievous like our son. But now, he has changed a lot in his behavior and attitude. Hence, we will send our son also in his ashram.
Fine. You talk to your son and crack the deal. I will talk to Vishnu Sharma ji and take Yashwant to ashram tomorrow.
Sure. I will talk to my brother and find out details. You start the preparations.
Okay, I will. After having a word with her husband about the admission and travel, Amabir thinks of way to mend her son for the journey. Meanwhile, Yashwant reached home seeing her mother in a state of deep thought. He asked her, "Ma, did you have your lunch or are you waiting for me to turn up?"
How could I have my meal without you, my dear son? We both will have it together. I overheard you and your father talking about something this morning. What was that about?
Ah, Ma, you always pesters me to study and does not listen to whatever I say.
No, dear. Do not say this. You need to do something productive in life.
What should I do, Ma?
Nothing much, son. We have one of the best scholars in the world in our nearby village by name Acharya Vishnu Sharma. Your father wants you to go there to pursue your education, and I told him that you would never deny my desire because I am sure you are ready to go. Am I right?
You know I'm not interested in studies at all.
Don't worry, my son. You need not have to study there. But just go with your father and observe the environment, and you come back if you don't like it.
Sure, Ma, I will go because it is your desire and to stay away from father. He is scolded me and pestered me to study all the time. I am going only because of you. If I don't like it, I will come back very soon. Yashwant decided to go to Vishnu Sharma's ashram only to escape from his father. Accordingly, Balwinder sent a message to Guruji Vishnu Sharma about their arrival. Acharya used to live there with a small family, a wife named Lakshmi and a small son named Aditya.
Lakshmi, our Zamidar Mr. Balwinder is bringing his son Master Yashwant to our ashram. He will stay with us until I make him a competent person.
All glory to God. All your disciples have achieved big in life. They have earned a good name for themselves in society, all because of your education. And now I suggest that you please start with the same process with our son Aditya too. I think it's the right age.
Oh, sure, why not? I would love to have my son as my disciple. I will start the training from tomorrow. Next day, Balwinder arrived at Vishnu Sharma's ashram with Yashwant. He met Acharya and told him, Namaskar Guruji, here is my son Yashwant and I am leaving him with you in your ashram. Now it is your responsibility to shape him into a wise and competent person.
Sure, Balwinder ji, in no time your son will excel in all the areas of competency.
Yashwant, you should concentrate on your studies. If you do what I tell you to do, you will become wise and soon you will return home as a wise boy.
Son Aditya, he is younger to you in age, but I am starting the training along with you, so you both should enjoy learning. Now go inside the ashram.
After Yashwant goes inside the ashram, Balwinder starts talking to Acharya Vishnu Sharma and requested, My son is your responsibility from today. I request you to teach some common sense and culture to him.
God, why do you say that, Balwinder ji? Your son seems well mannered.
He is not the person as he seems. He is lazy, stubborn, and does not pay attention to what I say, and he thinks me as his biggest enemy. Hence, we thought of joining our son in your ashram and training. I am worried about his future. I am clueless how will you change and deal with him. I hope he behaves himself with you here.
Don't you worry. Yashwant is immature and will gradually learn everything, and I am confident he will be responsible and competent in no time. He will be wiser than you see him next.
I have full faith in you, Guruji.
I will see you soon, Balwinder ji.
Takes leave from Acharya and starts proceeding towards home. And from the very next day, morning training started for Yashwant.
So, Yashwant, I am starting your training from today, and you will have to be prompt in your approach and should do everything by yourself. That is the way of my ashram. You will have to obey my rules, understand?
Yashwant burst in anger after listening to Guruji's words in a deeply saddened tone. He told Guruji, You are also like father, always dictating me what to do and when to do. I came here to stay away from such instruction and I don't want to do anything.
Is that so? But you cannot shout at me like this way. This is not your house. You will have to face the music if you do not follow my instructions. Understand?
Acharya said in a stern voice. Yashwant follows half-heartedly whatever the Guru instructs as he does not want to go back to his father. That's why there was no other way out than one fine day.
Yashwant, I asked you to buy her a lock yesterday and reproduce the same today. Did you do that?
Guruji, I have not learned it yet.
Okay. Don't you understand? what I say. I reiterated that you would have to face a punishment if you do not follow what I say, and read aloud the slok for 100 times today, and that is your punishment.
And this became an everyday routine. However, Yashwant started to follow whatever Acharya said. Over the period, he developed hatred toward his guru is consciously forcing him to do all nonsense, and his guru does not love him at all. This routine follows for a couple of more days. Then, one fine day,
Yashwant, we are going for a marriage to a nearby village. Take care of yourself and Aditya. Ask him to buy hut all the shulk. If you do not remind him about the sloks, he will play all throughout the day, play outside and waste his time. I don't want that happening. Alright? Will you do that? I will take care, Guruji.
giving Aditya's responsibility to Yashwant, Vishnu Sharma lives along with his wife to nearby village for a marriage, and Yashwant deems it as a respect to take up the responsibility of his guru's son. He said, Guruji has assigned me your responsibility, so you would obey whatever I say until he come back. Do you understand?
Yes, my dear brother, but I want to play now. So please leave me and let me play a little.
No, my dear little brother, I cannot allow you to play until you buy hard all the slogs for the day.
Yashwant tries his level best to mend Aditya and let him learn the slogs by showing his authority. But even after 4 days, Aditya could not get the shloka by heart, and his entire concentration was on playing. Evidently, Yashwant is very upset about this.
What is this, Aditya? How come you are unable to learn a small shlok despite being the son of a scholar? If you do not read the shlok, then I will have to punish you. So, please read it, Aditya.
Brother, nothing is going into my head. Please leave me, let me play.
Aditya does not pay attention to Yashwant's words and does not concentrate on his studies and plays all the time. However, Yashwant wants to try his luck for one final time. So he calls up Aditya and tells him,
If you do not recite this shlok today, I will punish you. Understand?
You do whatever you want. I could not study, and I will not recite the shlok.
loses his temper and slaps Aditya. The slap was so hard that his cheeks turned into red. Little Aditya went inside crying and started learning shlok.
Oh God, I slapped my guru's son out of anger. Now what will happen? What will happen now?
Yashwant was terrified and lost in his thought, but he observed that Aditya started reading with almost concentration. Next day, Acharya Vishnu Sharma turned home along with his wife. Subsequently, Aditya complained about Yashwant slapping him on the face.
Mama, see how brother slapped on my face. It swelled too, and it hurts a lot.
Oh my god, Yashwant, why did you slap him? It's hurt him so bad. His cheeks turned into red, like an apple.
Ma, I warned him many a times to recite the shlok, but he did not pay any ear to what I said and played all the time, so to bring him back on track, I had to slap him.
So what? Will you slap someone so hard if he does not by heart the shloka? Why don't you utter a single word?
What do you expect me to say? I entrusted Aditya's responsibility to Yashwant. He did his duty. He asked our son to recite the shlok, to which he denied. So there is no other way for a guru rather than to punish the student. One can pamper the kid in all other aspects, but not in studies. One is not a teacher if they do not discipline the student. As a teacher, one wants all the disciples to progress and achieve greater height in life. Yashwant also did the same. You go inside, I will talk to Yashwant.
While listening to their conversation, Yashwant understood his guru's intention and remembered his father who tried to sort the issue with love.
His father wanted to see him grow and reach heights, but he never paid attention. Now he realized his mistake. You should forgive my ignorance. I never understand your good intention. I developed hatred upon you and always thought you were persisting me to study and never realized it is for my bright future. Now I will study hard, Guruji.
Yashwant, you should apologize to your parents, not to me. Parents are our first teachers. They wish for a good and bright future. If you become wise and cultured, you would be the one to be benefited without realizing this. You hated your parents, the one who wants you to achieve greater heights. Remember, so as you reap, concentrate on your studies and do not dwell in life.
Acharya ji, I am indebted to you. Thank you for your lessons. From that day onward, he followed the footsteps of his guru and completed his education within no time and returned to his village. Upon his return, he took all the responsibilities from his parents and looked after them happily forever. Please like and share the video if you like the story.